The broadcast continues to say that the ship was identified as the GW06, a transport vessel, it was identified as the GW06, and it's saying that Isaac and other members of the terrorist cell, Isaac's other members of the terrorist cell could not be identified, but the gleaming armor of a Sons Unity soldier was unmistakable and clearly seen boarding the ship.
Fuck, I hope they get that guy.
Liv is like watching this in like the cafeteria section, like, fuck, I hope they get it.
Fuck.
You guys hear?
Lizard Wizard.
Hello, ship AI online.
Turn off this heresy.
Which part of the ship are you in right now? Are you just in the cafeteria or whatever?
Yeah, I'd probably be just like literally sitting next to Liv.
Ship AI is like,
Please define heretical event.
Lizard Wizard, cancel
The video.
request.
Canceling request.
Lizard Wizard.
Cancel request.
Stop this now, small lizard.
Can we hear what's going on? Like, are comms always on, or do they have to be turned on?
no, comms aren't always on, but if you're in the piloting area, you're just around the corner from...
You would have totally heard this.
Okay, can I go back into the permissions and just make it so that everyone can cancel Canen's requests?
I love it. Whoops. I'll say make another electronics check as you're redoing.
Oh, my D6 exploded. I got 14.
Oh my god. Okay, that is 2 raises. I'll say with 2 raises from now on, you can just reprogram like commands of the ship. You won't have to roll anymore for it. Yeah,
you can still do everything. It's just everyone can cancel it as well. But not Isaac. Isaac's lower.
You guys hear over the system.
Oh, right. Looks like they might have spotted me boarding the ship, and they might have. It looks like they edited a video to make it look like you were boarding with me. That's pretty sneaky stuff they're up to. I can't open my door. I was gonna have this conversation in person, but it appears my door will not. I'm still gonna take my
Lizard
nap.
Wizard.
This doo-doo.
Cancel request.
No, you will like this one, small lizard. Lizard Wizard.
Ship AI online.
Please turn off comms from Isaac.
Comms turning off.
Right, so what I was gonna...
See, I told you you would like this one.
Lizard.
From the distance of the ship echoing against the hull.
Lizard Wizard, direct line to Isaac from my communications.
Yeah, you guys can communicate in different rooms of the ship and stuff like that.
No, I just want to direct message him.
It's just fun calling out to Lizard Wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to from your prism, you want to send him like a text message or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you guys had his contact info. I don't think you would have had
We wouldn't have had that like just by being in circumference of him.
No. Privacy settings are super important with Prism. So, yeah.
Right.
Could he just like direct talk to the room that Isaac's in?
Yeah, you for sure can use the ship systems.
Okay, I want to do that.
Yeah, easy, super easy to do.
I just want to ask him if he found any beer.
You don't get a reply.
have a good nap, and then I'll just kill the communications.
You hear echoing.
At some point, Gearz will go in and like fiddle a little bit so Isaac can like do normal things without annoying us. But not like right away.
My main thing was leverage for the amount of money that we're gonna get.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Unless you guys,
like,
is there anything
we
you
can
guys
talk
have
about
to
it.
do right now that you want to take care of before you guys jump
Yes.
into hyperdrive?
Mutiny. Just mutiny.
I think that's pretty taken care of, honestly.
Well, speaking of mutiny, Kanen's going to get up and go open the door to Isaac's room and walk in and shut it behind him.
Okay, remember that the first time you try and open the door, it's not going to
Yeah.
open for you.
Right.
You go to open the door, and
The second time he presses the button slightly harder.
yeah, the door opens, and Isaac's like laying in a bed, and he's like curled up in a blanket.
Oh no. I'm just going to go over and stand over him until he wakes up.
Super creepy. I love it. Amazing. Cool. Yeah. Is there anyone else doing anything else?
No.
Actually, I'm going to wake him up by putting my hand over his mouth.
Jesus.
And I'm gonna lean right down, like almost touching our noses together. And
you put your hand over, and he's like, hello.
Did you attempt to kill a member of the Sun's Unity?
Oh no!
I'll take the hand off.
I wasn't really expecting to wake up already. I'm a bit groggy. Did you take a shower? Your glove smells a little bit off. Anyway, no, I didn't aim to kill anybody in particular. I didn't aim to kill anybody. I knew there was a bunch of unhappy people on that ship, and I knew the GAC were putting the boots to them, in a manner of speaking. They were living in really inhumane conditions down on the lower decks, and I just happened to know for a fact where some weapons were beyond the security
Yes,
measure.
I've heard this already.
Well,
You
problem
told
solved.
them the information.
Good night.
I'm gonna slap
No,
him.
oh, you're still
Back
here.
up.
It's like, fuck, Jesus. Oh.
I don't know. I'll put my hand down over his mouth again, like pin him to the bed. And shut the fuck up. How could you be telling these people about these weapons, going against the GAC, and not know about the Sun's Unity meeting?
He like just nods. He's like, he puts up his hands.
I'll leave the room and lock it behind me again.
You start to leave. He's like, I only got to the ship a couple of days ago.
But would you have to hit the button twice?
Just going off that broadcast.
Oh yeah. No, the door was already open at this point.
Would it stay
I think.
open?
Yeah, because the first time
I feel like you'd have to.
No, because you said
You
you
had to hit the button again.
Yeah, no. You said you open it and then you go through. So if you tried to close it behind you once, it wouldn't have closed. So the second time you went out and you hit the button to close, it would have closed. I think that's how that works, right?
I'll just go back up to the cafeteria or the dining table and sit down again.
the common room basically.
And I'll check my prism to see if I have any notifications.
Yeah, it's only been about like an hour or two. You figure that it actually
he's
probably would have
checking.
reached the destination by this point. So it's just a matter of time of waiting until it gets back to your device. They've got like little relay satellites and relay stations kind of all throughout the galaxy. So the signals kind of ping off of those.
How do they charge?
You guys
them?
have Prism devices?
Yeah.
They've got like a little like a wireless charger. If you're a cyborg, you probably have an innate wireless charge, like just kind of built in. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I was thinking about hiding Canen's.
that would have to be a mighty fine stealth check. Or
I feel like
thievery, I guess.
it would be a part of his suit, to be honest.
For sure you have a portion of your suit that stores your Prism device because
Like Iron Man.
Yeah, because it would have to communicate with your helmet on, so obviously it would have to integrate somehow into your suit, Canen. You guys have 8 days of hyperspace ahead of you. Whether or not you guys want to drop out and check to see if there's anything happening in those 8 days, it'll take you to get to the mining planet.
I would like to talk to Canen and just ask him, like, just cut to shit. Are you a cop?
No. I'm an ambassador for the Sun's Unity Protectorate.
So that's a cop? It sounds like a cop.
No. I'm a member of the Adostonian ambassadors.
And they do what?
We spread the word of the Sun's Unity Protectorate and hire others to join our cause.
So you're like, what are the people that knock on your door on the
The
weekend?
missionaries?
No, the ones that
Jehovah's
they
Witness.
knock on the...
Jehovah's.
Yeah. So you're like that, but for space?
I mean, yeah, essentially. Just with guns, and rather than leaving when you slam the door in their face, he'll just shoot it down.
Space
Why do you have a
evangelist.
golden suit?
It represents the glow of the sun.
I can't eye roll hard enough, buddy. Okay, thanks. I'll just like go back to my area.
Amazing. I guess unless anyone has anything else to do, I guess you guys jump into hyperspace. Yes.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to
Sure.
stay at my station just so that. Like, we don't
Yeah.
hit
I mean,
fucking rocks.
we'll kind of breeze through any interactions you guys want to have over the course of the 8 days or whatever. But you guys begin to drop into hyperspace. Gearz, you kind of coordinate with the astrogation system, and you flip on the hyperdrive, and it's less of thrusters as it is a shift. You kind of watch all of the stars out through the pilot windows kind of just fade to black, and like space just becomes this weird, almost static, like deep dark static void as the ship has dropped into hyperspace. And it's got this, like, it has its own feeling. Like you're all familiar, you've all traveled in hyperspace, but it has like this, it always has an unsettling feeling, like this like kind of hum to it that you can't quite put your finger on. And as soon as you guys drop into hyperspace, Canen, as you're kind of watching the monitors and you see the stars kind of fade to black, your vision kind of goes blurry as like the rest of the ship starts to fade to black around you. And all of a sudden you're kind of like looking around and you are in the void of hyperspace with nothing surrounding you. Hyperdrive kicks in as you feel the entire ship shunt forward. Space seems to both fly towards you and fade out at the same time. You are surrounded by complete darkness. Canen, as the ship jumps into hyperspace, you get a sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach as you watch stars and galaxies and planets on the screen all fade out from sight with the jump. You watch the entire ship melt into darkness around you. You look down and the ground seems wet, like a thick, dark oil is covering your feet. You look all around you, but there is nothing to be seen. And suddenly, you are pulled as if you're falling forwards from a great height. You fly across the surface of this oily void. Something is hitting your skin and feels like a million little pinpricks all across your body. Your suit starts to fly away in massive chunks and splashing as it hits the ground. And suddenly, you stop in place and you look forward at the swirling void of black. A tornado of emotions fills your soul as this pillar of twirling energy ahead of you makes its way slowly towards you. Black clouds crackle with sparks of electricity. You close your eyes and you concentrate on your beliefs. You focus on what you know is right and what will save you. You picture the beacon, the symbol of the Sun's Unity Protectorate. You feel the warmth of the light on your face, and you kind of smile to yourself as you feel this heat radiating across you. You take a deep breath, and when you open your eyes to stare at this warm light, you're staring into the gaping maw of razor-sharp, black, oozing teeth in front of you. The warmth of the sun that you thought you felt was the hot breath of something breathing on you. The smell of 1,000 deaths hanging in the air. You go to jump back, but it's too late. The razor teeth grasp into your skin and rip your torso and throw it to the side. You gasp as your vision comes back from you and you're back on the lizard wizard. And you're staring out into the screen, but the darkness still remains.
I'm going to jump up out of my seat.
Liv, you're kind of next to him as this happens.
And I'm just going to yell out, "Robot! Robot!" I'm yelling out to Gearz.
Liv's going to be like, "Did you
Hey.
just shit your pants or something?
Hey.
What's happening?"
Shut up, small lizard. Where's the robot?
Where's the what?
I think he said robot or not.
I'm
We have a
purposely
Gearz.
not
We don't have
responding.
Oh, okay.
In that case, I'll go, "Lizard wizard, bring us out of hyperdrive."
And a pair of undies.
Gearz, did you what function did you disable for? Oh, you could make it anyone anyone could cancel his response.
Yeah.
Okay.
But would
The ship AI.
someone who wasn't I'm sitting at the bridge piloting. Would someone who wasn't the pilot be able to drop us out of hyperspace?
I think it pings the piloting, and you see a request pop up to drop out of hyperspace.
Okay. Then
When nothing...
if that were the case, Gearz
Okay, go ahead.
would respond back through the comm system in the ship and be like, "Please clarify your request.
I think he shit his pants.
Does the bodily fluid
need you-
usually necessitate a drop from hyperspace?"
Only with bitches.
No. Perhaps for the small lizard.
Jeez.
Something is wrong. I need to make contact with my headquarters.
Okay. Gearz will drop out.
Okay. All the stars seem to just shunt back into space. You guys have traveled quite a distance. Let me take a look at the galaxy map. I'll move you guys. You guys were at Malai. I'll move you here. So you guys are a little bit closer.
Where is
to your-
Malai on the map? I couldn't find it.
Right next to the Lizard Wizard currently, if you look at the map. Right above the Lizard Wizard, I should say. Yeah, you guys drop out of hyperspace, and Canen, you get a bing bing on your phone.
I check it immediately.
It's a message from your CO, and they're thanking you for the information you sent, and it's incredibly helpful. They're sending a recon team to intersect with the site, but they might be a day behind. And they give you like a projected plotted course, telling you if you followed this route, you might actually knock a day off of your travel. And
I'll respond to them and say, assistance not necessary. Thank you for the route.
Okay.
Thank you for the astrogation.
Give me a persuasion check. I know this is text, but you know. Oh man, 7. Yeah. All right. You make it sound pretty convincing that it seemed to be less of a big deal. Canen might be having some second thoughts now that someone is, or at least the news have caught on to the Sons of Unity have a member in league with Isaac Winters currently. You kind of think this over as you send a message to be like, oh no, we're fine. Don't, you know,
we're all good here. How are you?
I feel like Caden types like it's like, how are you? Capital letter R, capital letter U, 2 question marks.
All capital letters.
all capital letters. Amazing. Yeah, you said
I will go over to the astrogation board and input the details.
Okay, you go to input the details. Did you guys lock him out of navigation or no? Okay, cool. Give me an astrogation check as you try to reroute the route.
While I'm questioning what the fuck you're doing.
2.
Liv is next to you, like,
yeah,
looking up, and
what's
like,
up?
You see him trying to input a different route, but not succeeding. All of you get a bunch of errors on the screen, like this will result in collision with the Quasar of the Purdue galaxy, and like this will actually drive us to the center of the mining planet, and you know, you get a ton of errors like of similar regard.
I'll just swing my feet on the chair,
prism.
like just waiting.
I'll bring up my prism and just be like, and flick the screen up to show the information that was sent to me. Because I assume that's
Liv,
that can be done.
Liv, you see a map with a line drawn of a slightly different hyperdrive route, and it looks like it might actually get you there quicker.
Be like, where'd you get that, bud? How'd you figure that out?
Sons Unity sent it to me.
Oh, the other cops. Okay. Yeah. So I'll get on the comm and I'll say,
hey, Gearz, the cop had another route that's actually faster for the rest of the cops. So I'll
Do you
I'll forward
verify?
it to you. I think that's, I mean, it says that it's faster, but the end point.
Oh no,
I mean,
it's usually.
He had a lot of errors. Like, he's all thumbs here, so I think we should maybe just check it.
Right.
But it does seem faster.
All right, I'll input it into the accepted course, and I'll ask the AI to double check it.
Ooh, AI rolls a D10 for anything. Here we go, D10. Oh no, I'll do it on screen. Hold on, I'll do it on screen. It's always funner to do it on screen.
This is way more fallible than I thought the AI was.
No, they roll a D10 if. Oh wait, you can't check that right now. But the little ships thing, I think, has a breakdown of the AI. Roll 1D10. Here we go.
Wow.
2.
Okay.
Ship is like.
This course looks super acceptable to me.
All right, here we go.
Canen just feels relieved and goes over and sits down where he was again.
You guys drop back into hyperdrive over the PA system here.
Right, I've hacked into my comms. My comms were disabled, but I managed to kind of reroute it. I'm using more of an analog system right now. It's not super perfect, but I'm off the grid. I can't do that with the doors. There's a bunch of safety protocols in there. Anyway, if someone would like to let me out of my room, that'd be mighty fine. Isaac out.
You're like a.
If you went,
I did roll for him. He has a D8 in hacking, so I rolled a 4, exactly a 4.
if he went analog, neither Liv nor I will be able to dismantle his communication system.
We'll be
So
fucked up.
Isaac now has a unassailable communication system with the ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
I realize what this means. I can just kind of interrupt anything at any point in time. I won't abuse this power. I just need my door open. It should be worth noting I'm quite the singer, and I'm a night owl also. So let's leverage these options.
Should we cut his tongue out?
Should have mentioned I can hear everything that's happening right now.
Oh, fuck.
Quite like my dog.
Perhaps we should also cave in his ears.
You know what, I think my door is probably fine being locked. We can leave it. I think that's fine. I think that's grand. I'll rest here. If someone could drop off some food in like a day, I might need it. I ran out of that half a sandwich I had, the dry sandwich. I think the mayo was gone off, but I managed to eat the rest of that after me nap earlier. I can start reading from my diary if no one wants to come drop off
Gearz
food.
is gonna plug himself in to do his bi-monthly charge.
Yeah, the piloting bay is set for droid operation actually. So there is like a little built-in charging implement in there. So that is very easy to do for sure.
After seeing all that shit that just went down, with Canen trying to fiddle with the astrogation and him, having all these messages and stuff, I want to send a private message to Gearz to see if the two of us can figure out a way that I can have a copy of his phone. So when he sends a message or gets a message, it goes to my phone.
All right.
Kind of piggyback it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a wiretap.
For for who's you and Gearz to forward messages or
To monitor, I would say.
Yeah, whatever Canen's doing.
If
They wanna
Liv
monitor
asked
my
me
messages.
this, I would attempt to go into the computer system and see if the lizard wizard had an ability to monitor all communications on the ship. Whether I could.
Yeah, just because he came up with a new plot, and you know what I mean. It was just weird, and I asked him if he was a cop, and he said no. But that's a very cop thing to do.
Are you a cop? No. Don't look at my badge.
Yeah.
No. What?
You have to tell us if you're a cop, right?
If I've learned anything from Dimension 20, it's that I don't think that's true. Josh, I think you know this. I think you watched it all.
Maybe a little bit.
It is definitely not true.
Yeah, Gearz, you pull up kind of. I would assume you don't want the ship AI to broadcast this all across.
No. This would be highest clearance level of the. Obviously, I would make myself the highest, and then I would make Liv the second highest, and I would put Kihrin below.
This is a good point. This is a great point to clear up. Fun fact. In a combat situation, the AI only goes on the command of the captain. So I'm happy, Gearz, that you have appointed yourself as captain. She's
yes.
But yeah, I would hide it behind. I would hide it behind the highest level of clearance that the ship was just passively recording any communication that it could access that happened on the ship. So if it was the ship's actual communications, definitely recorded. And then any way it can weasel its way into private communications as well.
Okay, I will say because it's canon. I've said it a few times that Prism network takes it super privacy super seriously. I'm not going to say it's impossible for sure because
would the ship be able to tell when a prism call was coming on? And would it then be able to start recording in the room where that call was being made?
I'll let you make if you want to do like a hacking or electronics, but it's going to be -6 to. You're aiming for a 4, and it's going to be a -6 from.
Okay. Well, and can I
Would
use
I
my
be able
data
to
jack?
assist on that? Because
You can use your data jack, and you can take a +1 from Liv helping you in this
Yeah.
situation.
because I have a D8.
I'd also like to recommend video. Because like maybe the cameras are like super
Yeah.
good and you could zoom in on the
Yeah,
screen where
maybe the
messages
texting's
are.
visible.
There you go.
Well, it's a log.
I like this idea.
It's just a log. I mean, okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine in time. It's just he's a little sketchy.
So what detriment were you giving me to it?
-6. -5, sorry, because Liv is giving you a +1, so -5.
Okay. Okay, so you're taking into account Liv's. Okay.
Yep.
I got a 2.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, you. The ship kind of responds locally to you.
I'm sorry, the prison network is highly secure and not capable of being hacked easily. I can monitor when a call comes in, but I cannot tell you any details about it.
Okay, well, we'll do that, and I assume the ship's communications are monitored anyway.
We record all communications locally on
Alright.
board. I have already routed a system to record the new analog system that has been set up.
Thanks, Lizzie.
While I can't stop it, I can certainly record.
Alright, I'll relay this like data to Liv through whatever channel they messaged me.
That I'll be like, this is fucking useless, but that's fine.
Yeah, if there's nothing further, we can. You guys knocked with the new plot. You guys knocked a day off, so you guys had 2 days. You had 8 total. So to make it to the mining site, it would be 7 days total with the kind of reroute, if that makes sense.
Can I just say that Kihrin always runs into the bridge, like where Gearz is piloting, to see us go to hyperspace, because he's normally in like the cargo bay, because he can never afford a ticket, so like he never gets to see like the stars going black. So just like the youthful, like, oh my god, the kid and the pilot, like on an airplane.
That's great. I love that. That's super great. Yeah, is Kihrin up to anything else?
No, that's
Kihrin's
literally
kind
it.
of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys have anything else again, it's days of travel. The ship, you guys repaired the wounds, right? The quote unquote. You guys
I guess
made
yeah.
repairs, cool.
There was one left, wasn't there? Or did we get that?
I used a Benny to fix that
okay.
one though.
He used a Benny. Yep.
Wait, can you?
Fun. Yep.
Never mind.
I was going to say, fun fact: it's $20,000 per wound. If you guys fail a repair check for the ship, and your ship doesn't explode, etc. from combat, if you have you leave combat and you have excess damage, it's $20,000 per wound to repair the ship in a dock or whatever.
Thank Christ, I took that edge.
I was gonna say, I still got
will
over 20. So
you know what? I'll do the honor system. Anybody that thinks they might have been walking around and investigating the ship or looking through ship systems, either give me a notice or an electronics or hacking. I'll say one of those 3 if you'd like.
can I pick which one's higher?
Yeah. From before you roll, just before you roll, mentally decide what you're doing.
Okay, so I'll do the hacking one.
Yeah.
So
Or I guess tell me the category you're doing.
It's a D8.
Yep. And roll a D6. Obviously, you always get your wild dice, everyone.
Oh, that's 7.
7? Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Anyone else?
I mean, Kihrin would just be walking around, but he wouldn't be doing any hacking or anything. He's got no computer skills.
Yeah, Kihrin can do a notice check if he's kind of like looking around the areas and
Sure.
shit.
4.
Kanen's pretty much just sitting in the same spot and will occasionally go up to the bridge to look out, but that's it.
Sweet.
Gearz would definitely be like familiarizing themselves with the ship systems. So I got
For
a
sure.
7.
For sure. 7 as well. Okay. Kihrin.
4 on my d6.
4. Nice. 4 is a success. You notice when you're kind of in the back, you're kind of like walking around the storage bay and stuff like that. Some of these, like, the supplies aren't. It would have been, if this was a transport vessel, the storage would have been empty. You know what I mean? Like, the things you're carrying would have been unloaded because it's a transport vessel. Oh, or maybe these are meant to go somewhere. It just strikes you as odd. Maybe the ship was about to go somewhere, or maybe it was coming back and they didn't unload for some reason. The 2 7s, as you guys are going through the ship's systems, this ship just went through a massive refitting. Because when you look at this ship from the outside, if you recall, I mentioned it kind of looks like a bit of a junker. It doesn't look super new, or it looks like it barely functions, but there was a ton of refitting work done recently. And the 2 7s, I won't delve too much information, but a lot of the aesthetic of the ship was refitted.
The ship looks shittier than it is.
Right.
Sick.
Yeah. It's 10 pounds in a
And-
5-pound bag. I love it.
And I'll also say it's obvious that you could detect a GAC signature without having them send a transpondence.
Yes, we got a smuggler boat. I like it.
Or we got a stolen
Um,
X. Some faction boat.
Yeah.
But
Can Kihrin go through the cargo
Um,
that seems off?
Yeah. Give me. Oh, fuck, there is no investigation.
Would it be
Man.
common knowledge?
Yeah, it's not really common, I guess, because it's kind of like. Give me either smarts or notice, I guess, whatever one you have that's higher.
They're the same. It's a 4 for both of them.
Rough. You get a D6.
Oh,
with
the
it, so
D6 explodes.
Oh, nice.
So an 8 total.
An 8. Oh, that's a raise
Yeah.
too. Sick. As you're kind of looking around the ship, and I made me, Justin, the Space DM. I'll add effects there later. If anyone's listened to the videos I put together, I made no means to hide this. Some of these are chemicals meant to keep people in stasis for quite a long while. Not only that, it's a lot of chemicals for dealing with creating atmosphere. Your ship already has an atmosphere system, so you guys don't have to worry about that. But these chemicals seem like they were transporting people a distance and also trying to create a localized atmosphere, probably in some kind of building or structure.
Human
And
smuggling.
there are some empty, again, just outside of the weapons area of your ship, there are some chambers for holding people. Empty. They're all empty right now, but the chambers are certainly there.
Cool. Kihrin will keep.
I know
all
on the
that
map it
himself.
looks like people are in there, but ignore that.
So if myself and Gearz noticed that stuff, I'll just discuss with Gearz, like, I think it was human smuggling, and if it's if they have chemicals to make atmosphere, they might have stowed these like pods on like a asteroid or something, or somewhere that they can create atmosphere, kind of like a jump spot.
You have a dim view of humanity, friend. What if this is a colonist supply ship?
I mean, maybe, but I don't see it. I'm a criminal. I mean, it just screams criminal. Like, I feel at home with this knowledge.
I was commissioned by a rich, oblivious kid, so unfortunately, Gearz
I'll wear you down, yes. Yeah, that'll be good. You'll keep me in line, but it's gonna be a job.
But
I don't know. It just seems weird.
Are you a criminal? A criminal?
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
As soon as you said I'm a criminal, I was like, "Are you a crime? Are
you a criminal? Would you like to play Mel Gibson's Safari 3?
Call him piss lips.
Don't tell him I said it. Sorry.
I wonder if what's his name? Isaac knows about these. So I'm gonna go. I'll give him some food, and I'm just gonna have a little chat because I'm little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over the course of this, you hear like coming over the PA system.
Right. This is page 47 of my journal. I'm aboard the ship known as Lizard Wizard. I've been trapped inside my room. A smelly golden man held me to the bed pretty tightly, and he didn't even buy me a drink or anything. That's usually how these things go, you know. Beforehand, you make an arrangement, but sometimes it just kind of gets away. I guess he was caught up in the moment, but I could smell his musk of manliness, and it was endearing. I don't know what goal he was trying to achieve. I kind of blacked out a little bit. I just woke up from a nap, you see, and it just kind of took all of my judgment away, and I didn't really process much information. But anyway, so I took another nap. I think I might have been asleep for quite a while, and
about this time you like open the door as he's broadcasting this to the ship.
So I would have grabbed his provisions that he wanted, and a beer if there was one.
You know what? I'll say you guys. Wait. Who wants to roll? Someone roll me a D12. Someone roll a D12. Anyone roll. 7. You guys have enough alcohol for 7 nights of drinking.
I thought you were going to say we have 7 beer left.
Yeah, 7 beer.
Okay, so I'll grab him a drink and his food that he wanted, because I'm going to have a little chat with him.
Yeah, you open the door and he's like, oh, and he like unattaches 2 wires on the wall. He's like, wait, that's me on system. That's how I turn it on. Oh, you brought some food. Oh, I'm a little bit peckish. Do you think I'll be able to get out of this room at some point? I'm not going to say I'm claustrophobic, but I'm like I'm trapped in room phobic. I'm like prisoner-ophobic. I'm afraid of being held captive against me own will. You know, it's a terrifying thing.
Yeah, we'll get you out of here after a little bit of time, but I want to have a chat with you, so that's why I brought you some food. And Lizard Wizard.
I've counted all kinds of little bits of time. I think the littlest bit of time you can get is like, you know, a fraction of a millisecond.
Lizard Wizard.
Check AI online.
Do not open the doors until I say so.
Doors closing.
All right, so
computer, it just doesn't work with me. It just doesn't listen.
I
don't
know
why.
Yep.
I don't understand.
Maybe you just want to have your little num-nums there and just sit down for a minute, because we just
had a
have
friend
chat.
once that could communicate with. I'm pretty good with electronics, but this ship AI just doesn't like me, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this. Oh, it's like a space hot dog, right? That's what they used to call them back in the day, right? Back in Texas, right? That was the main colony on old Earth. I know it's been a while, but I think that's what they called it. And this was their signature food, I heard. The hot dog. They used to boil dogs. Pretty good.
For somebody
good
that's
stuff.
hungry, you're sure doing a lot of talking.
Oh, I didn't, I just, I like to break up awkward tension when someone locks me in a room.
Oh, well, I'm locked in with you, so I mean, that should give you some comfort. I'm only 3 feet tall.
Not comforting at all, I don't think.
No, remember, I'm just the little cat.
You're a little cat. You say you're a little cat, I've seen you temper and plot. I don't think many cats can plot star travel. I haven't checked.
This is space. We have many talents.
Right? All right. Well, anyway, what can I do you for? What's on the agenda?
When
we entered hyperdrive, right? I felt it.
Yeah, I mean, if you felt it, it happened. So
I don't have a window. Is that weird?
You don't really need one while we're talking.
I don't have one anyway.
As we were cruising through the ship, there's some containers that have some atmospheric chemicals in it, as well as some pods to hold people in and keep them in stasis. Do you know anything about that?
Right. Pods to keep people, atmospheric. Interesting. I know quite a bit about a lot of things. This isn't me trying to get out of my room at all. I'm being genuine with you. Can I take a look at what you found? Can I look? Usually these things come with a description of the chemicals that are inside of it and a breakdown of what's going on.
So I'll get on the communications and I'll get Gearz to get someone to take a photo and send it to my my device so that I can flick it up on the wall and have him look at it.
Gearz will just send you, I guess, the feed from the cargo bay.
Okay.
Send
so then
PDF
I'll
of the MSDS.
I'll show him the the footage so that he can see it.
An MS-DOS painting.
I'll say, through the magic of technology, we don't need to leave the room.
Right. You are a visionary. You are a cat of the future, I would say.
Right.
Someday you're going to command a mighty feline colony, I'm sure. Right, let me take a look at this here. I'm going to make I think he has a D6 in notice. Here we go. Or I'll do smarts. Boys, what's your smarts at there, Isaac? Let's take a look. Oh, yeah.
No way it's good.
Yeah.
-6.
No, it's 6. He's got a 6. Here we go.
Oh.
He succeeds. He got a 5. Are you helping him at all? If you help him, he'll get a 6.
Am I helping him?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I want to know if he knows about this shit.
Okay. 6. It's still a success. It didn't change anything. I just don't know if you were helping him.
Yeah, I'm not being mean to him right now. I just need some information.
He looks and he's like, right. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna say a couple of things, and I'm not sure if it all makes sense right now. It looks like, okay, first of all, I picked up that we're picking up GAC transponders. The only way to test my theory is if we run into other ships to find out if we're picking up multiple transponders or if we're only picking up GAC transponders, because that's a big deal. Besides that, I'm going to say it certainly looks like they're taking people quite a ways. Those chemicals kind of look like people who might have been in stasis for quite a while. And normally this stuff is very expensive. If you're a smuggler, you're keeping your costs down and you want to keep your profits up. So you're not going to waste too much money. You're probably going to let a couple of your smugglees die. You know what I'm saying?
So the whole time, I want to have my communications open so the whole ship hears this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, right. In my opinion, to be honest, I'm not a smuggler. I don't deal with people. I'm more in the liberation aspect of things. I'm more of people need to live the lives they want to live, and I'm just merely a vessel for making sure that happens. If they can get out of their oppressors' boot heels, and I'm the one to help them. To me, this doesn't look like smuggling. This looks like transporting important people who you need to keep under watch. This is an expensive. These right here that we have on board. If I'm looking correctly, we've got at least 2 batches of this fluid to keep people isolated for quite a while. I'd say you get half a year out of what we got to keep them on ice. This doesn't look like a general smuggling operation to me. Again, if it was, there'd be some other compartment where they just kind of throw everyone. Everyone kind of sits in an area. They might throw them a little bit of food. It's a bit chilly. Not much heat down there.
Is there like an insight check in this game?
Yeah, there's smarts. I think is like the.
Or
you know what? Oh wait, okay. There is opposing checks. It's like in combat when you try to taunt someone, but I guess in a role play situation, you would do opposing like persuasion checks, I suppose.
Okay.
Because there is no insight in or deception and stuff. I guess it would be opposing persuasion or opposing smarts in this situation.
Well, I would like to do that. So whatever your call is.
Yeah, as you're listening, I'll roll for our boy, and you roll your smarts or persuasion, whichever one you want.
What is my smarts?
And a d6, because wild dice.
Once he's done talking, I'll say, okay, now we're gonna get down to brass tacks about our cut.
Right. With the 3, I will say it. I rolled. I exploded at a D8, so well above a 3. Canen, everything he says makes perfect sense to you. It doesn't sound like he's lying. It just sounds like he's speaking the truth. You've worked in situations where people are transporting long distances and they don't want them to age or take on the effects of hyperspace, so they use chemicals to keep them in stasis, and it seems above board to you. And he looks at you, Liv, and he's like, right, I've thought long and hard about this, and there's a few of us on board. I'm going to say, how about this? I take from our cut 40%, and you all split up the 60.
I don't feel that that's good. I think you take 22%, and we all take 19.5%.
That sounds that also, I don't think that, does that math add up? I don't think that math adds up.
No, it does.
20, I take 20 and you all take 19 and a half.
No, 22. You take 22.
Oh, I take 22. I misheard you. Right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what happens to the other 2%? Yes. Well, okay. Roll, Liv, do persuasion, and he's going to roll opposed persuasion.
Okay. So my persuasion. 4. Come on, you fucker. 6. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, that one disappeared. Okay. So that's a 3 and a 4. And the 4 was on the D6, yeah.
He rolled a 4 and a 5.
Ah,
I got it there. I did it on the map, so you guys know I'm not fucking you over. He's like, you know what? Listen, I'm the one bringing this whole thing. If you want to make any credits at all, what we're onto might be the greatest trade I make ever. The GAC are hiding something, and they shut down a planet to do it.
So 19 apiece for us, and then 24 for you?
No, my friend, I'm saying I get 40% and you all split the 60. Sounds pretty fair to me.
I don't know. So I'll get on the comms and I'll say,
What's everybody think?
because they would have heard all that, right? Because that means that we essentially...
Yeah, you had your comms open.
Right. Like we split the 60, we get 12% each.
Day 38 of my travels on board the Lizard Wizard. A tiny lizard came into my room, and he's still here. And we talked at length about negotiations and about keeping people together in space. You know, I always thought he was a cat. I think cats have 9 lives. Someone lied to me about that. You know, I was thinking a lot about the long-lost land of Texas. I wonder what they were up to back in the day. I bet that was interesting.
Did he eat his hot dog yet?
This is what he's going on. Yeah, he's every time you talk, he's like munching on the hot dog.
Okay. Yeah, so...
I'll respond and say...
Small lizard, you can have my cut. I have no requirement.
Okay, so we just split the 60 by 4 or 3?
By 3, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think?
The rest of the crew, what do you think?
I approve.
I'm good with 20. Okay, so it's 20
That's
apiece.
what I was gonna demand from him anyway. So
Okay, sir. You have yourself a deal, so I'll give him the end of my tail to shake.
And at the end of this day, he looked at me, and his eyes, well, his eye, the one that was real. I felt emotion, real contact. I think we bonded that day. This is the end of day 38.
Like, right, yes, I think we have... Sorry, I wanted to finish that, hun, like a really... Someday this might be turned into, you know, a crystal book, and people might watch my endeavors. Yeah, sounds like a deal. I think we struck a good accord here. Can I get access to the ship? I'd like to just, you know, stretch me legs a bit more. I'd like to have a window. I don't have a window. What's that about?
Well, how about we give you, now that we've come to a common ground, we give you 1 chance with any funny business you're back in here.
I don't get up to funny business. It's not my style.
Well, your crystal book is definitely thin.
Yeah,
ice.
that's just a memoir. You know, people of stature make memoirs, right?
Geishas? Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, they probably do. I'd love to read one. I'd love to watch one someday.
All right. So then I'll say, Lizard Wizard, open the door.
When the door opens.
Okay. So then I'll kind of like usher him like with my hand to let him go out.
Right. I truly appreciate being left out of my very comfortable windowless room. And
once he's out of the room, I'm gonna rewire that comm thing.
Give me this would be electronics because it's not
right.
It's not hacking. It's not software.
So it's a D6
and a D6. You always roll your wild.
Oh, it explodes. So I got a 6 and a 3.
Oh, shit. Yeah, easily done. You you dismantle his analog setup.
Okay.
Isaac heads to the center, to the kind of like the staircase between the piloting area and like the common room, you know what I mean, and the navigation room. And he hits a panel on the wall.
Right, I'd like to we're only a couple of days away from getting to our destination. If everyone could meet up in the common area, some of you have already been here before. I'm not in my room anymore. I came out. I had a very delicious hot dog, if anyone was wondering, and it enlightened me, and I figured I'd say a word or two. All right. Computer, turn off comms.
He doesn't understand how it works still. And Isaac kind of looks over everyone. He's like, right, well, okay. Where we're going, this planet was once known as Dythill Korr. It used to be mostly a droid operating mining planet, digging up whatever rare resources they could muster, really. Eventually, they did dig up something that resembled a structure. I've been kind of reading over the reports in my recent stay in my room. And the droid AI was specifically set to recognize such a situation. The GAC caught wind of this, as I was saying prior, and enforced their territory borders in order to get their team down there first. Just in case, I think their plan was, if this was a technology similar to something that jettisoned the human race to the far reaches of the universe. But, well, who knows? Anyway, point being, and he swipes his phone, Gearz, towards you, and you get a readout of the planet. I've got a profile here. There's pretty low atmosphere on this planet, so I suggest we all gear up, those that need it. And he points back to Gear. Gear, you don't need to wear a space
Oxygen
suit.
is for life forms.
Well, listen, Gearz, I'm one of the belief that, androids are life forms as well, right? We like to call ourselves organics. Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure we're all clear on that situation, right? I support the android freedom movement, personally speaking. I have a lot of friends that are androids, Anyway, it looks like we're dealing with quite a hostile environment. It's going to be pretty warm down that way. We're very close to the Quasar. I don't know if many of you stepped foot on a planet that was this close to a Quasar before, but it's not a pleasant experience. There's a reason they send androids to do the work down there, because they're the ones that can survive and deal with all this. My music stopped for some reason, and who knows really why. I put together a playlist while I was in my room, and I was like, oh, they're really gonna buy into this. They're really gonna feel what I'm feeling about this entire situation. And I couldn't really work it out with the ship AI. I was like, loop this track, and the ship AI was like, didn't hear heads or tails about it. Anyway.
So you said this place is hot?
Oh, it's going to be quite hot indeed. Now, listen, the spacesuits, I spotted some when I was getting on board. There's a couple of them. And they should protect us a little bit, but we don't want to spend too much time in the direct beam of the Quasar. But, yes, the scanner does show it's hotter than what's idealed.
That sucks.
The only thing is, I'm not entirely sure, like I said, why they abandoned this planet so quickly after starting their research. I think we should probably all be on guard, at least.
I have an environmental weakness of heat.
You have an environmental weakness of heat. You're a lizard.
Yeah, it gives me a -4 penalty to resist heat environmental effects, and I suffer a +4 damage from heat or heat-related attacks.
I truly don't know what any of that means. You have a mind that sounds detrimental to your health.
I think it is, yeah.
Terrible. What a terrible thing.
Will you carry me on your back?
Yeah, if they've got low atmosphere, I'll carry you. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
okay.
It's pretty easy.
I mean, I'll have a suit on, but I just don't want to walk. I think you can carry me.
I could probably carry you. Yeah, why not? Really?
All right.
What a day. What a day out.
Yeah.
All of us.
Even if you had a backpack, like if you have a backpack, I'll just jump in if you need it.
I don't know if they have backpacks or not. But yes, anyway, friends, that's what we're looking at right now. I think we're pretty close to Gearz. You can direct us, but we must be close now to getting to where we're going.
I mean,
it's up to you, Gearz. I'm winging it.
Gearz will walk back towards the bridge and say, "It does seem we are approaching."
And as you say this, you guys drop out of hyperspace. And you are expertly positioned above a giant planet to the very, very far right of your navigation room, your piloting room. You can see the burn of the Caesar, this black hole keeping I think it's a white hole actually, because it's emitting light at an extreme amount. But from above, the planet below you appears to resemble that of almost like a gas giant. There's swirls of clouds and storms enveloping one another over and over and over. Isaac looks at y'all. He's like, right. And he looks at one of Gear's screens. He's like, yes, I think. Yeah, well, we're right on mark. Shall we make entry?
I think by this time I already have my suit on and I'm trying to get on his back.
What'd you get? No, not. I've got to strap in. I can't strap into a chair when you're on me back. It doesn't work for anybody.
Fine. And he just taps his foot. He's just
shouldn't you be sitting in navigation? Aren't you like our navigation officer? Isn't that what people go on about all the time?
Well, we're parked. We're done. Ride's over.
I would call this parking. I would call this pre-entry, is what I would say.
So this spaceship can
I thought we were here.
Go through the atmosphere? We don't have to take like a landing craft?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not the one piloting this ship.
Maybe we should scan for that.
I just figured.
I'm not sure if that's an astrogation thing, but if it is, I'll scan for it.
I'll say if anyone wants to take a look, you can do like electronics or hacking or astrogation, I guess. Why not?
Yeah, I would say it's astrogation because you have to like plot to get through it to get down. Makes sense for me. So
that's
a 6 and a 5.
I'll assist Liv.
Okay.
So it's a 6, a 5, and then when I rolled it again, it was a 5.
Plus 1 is 12, so that's 2 raises. Amazing. That's great. Yeah, you and Canen look at one of the like the ship schematics. You just kind of pull up the ship schematics, and it looks like this ship has been fitted for entry.
Okay, so I'll relay all that info as needed.
And it seems like recently the ship has been fitted for planet atmospheric entry.
So it was positioned to come here.
Did that check include finding like a landing spot, or was that just checking the ship schematics?
That was schematics. So if you want to do your check for like plotting a course down to
I guess
it
would be astrogation.
Isaac will help you out. He'll give you a plus 1 on this.
Okay, so it's a 4 and a 3.
So 5 total.
Yeah.
He's like, right, yes. And he pulls up like a little, he swipes out a hologram of the planet. He's like, I think we're heading right here. And you coordinate and you kind of, both of you designate the landing site.
Okay. So once it's plotted, then I'll give my little thumbs up.
All right, I'm going to go like, take a seat.
Hold it around somewhere as high as I can so everyone sees it.
almost like a floating mage hand.
Yes.
Gearz will set off some ship like not alarm, but like beeping. It's like, get to a fucking seat.
Yeah, the ship AI comes on and it's like,
planet entry enabled. Please find a designated area for planet entry.
And it repeats this in a few different
All
languages.
Right. Taking the lizard wizard down into the gas.
Yeah. You all buckle yourselves in for entry as you feel the burn of the atmosphere, like this pushing against the heat shield of the ship. The entire ship almost feels like it's going to be ripped apart at any second. Through the piloting bay, a blur of sand and dust and clouds obscure any view through the front. Not knowing exactly how far down the ground is, when all of a sudden the ship pushes through the cloud barrier and gets pulled into a level flying position. The mining planet is grim, barren desert. Quarries can be seen every so often, and digging deep into the ground below. And Isaac comes over the comms.
Right, successful entry. Love to see it. Now, let's make our way to the designation. And
you see another blip. Kind of, he forwards the hologram to the piloting bay, and you see where you need to go.
Follow it.
Right, because of our identifiers, I can determine that we can actually recognize this area as a GAC research center, which is pretty interesting. I'm a big fan of this so far, personally speaking. I don't know enough to navigate or figure out anything else, but we can definitely tell that this was a GAC site.
The ship coasts along a few hundred meters above the surface. You see some strange stirrings in the sand below you, unable to make out exactly what horrific or dangerous thing that could be. Eventually, you do spot a massive crater on the surface and what appears to be a small cluster of what looks like little pop-up research buildings. Usually launched from space, they settle themselves into like a formation and plant into the ground, and an AI is usually sent to help set up helper bots and begin the stations while they await scientists to get there. And just beyond the pop-up research area is a landing pad with no ships in sight. And Isaac comes over the PA.
Oh, right then. How will we approach this? I guess our best bet is probably to just land on the landing pad, unless anyone has any other ideas, right?
If there's no ships in sight, can we scan? I'm sure if this ship was outfitted, we would have seen if it could scan for life and stuff.
The ship has the really sick sensor suite, doesn't it?
Yep, it has biometric scanners.
So,
I feel like before we park this, we should do that
scan for life
first.
signs.
Okay, you guys hover above. Gearz, give me a. There is no check.
Can I use my data jack to access the systems in the ship to scan through them?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. I think that makes the most sense.
7.
Nice. You scan over that area, and you don't pick up any life signs in the immediate area.
Like the research site, essentially? Okay.
Yeah.
I would relay no life forms within the research site.
Okay. I don't have a clear view of anything outside, like a camera view or a window, eh? Like I just have my big screen.
Yeah, there are ships. There are cameras mounted to various portions of the ship, so you guys can take a 360 look around the ship, basically.
Like outside.
And you'd have access to
okay.
see what the ship's passive sensors are sensing and stuff too, I would say.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gearz,
Yes?
you scan for biometrics. Can you scan for droids?
I think so. You can scan for like specific metals and shit. Would that?
Yeah, you can,
I would be able
for
to.
sure.
Okay.
For sure. The ship sensor, I believe, can actually scan for metals and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was some of the examples on. So I'm sure I could manufacture a scan that would tell me if there was like active droids around.
Make another check as well.
Ooh, exploded. Ooh, exploded.
Nice.
Exploded.
Shit. Oh my god. What are you doing to
I'm
me?
really sorry, but I just rolled a 6 again.
Oh man, let's go to jail.
3.
That's
So that
what
was
is.
24 plus 3 is 27 plus 4 for my Janet Jack is 31.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck! How many?
That's crazy.
Oh my god! That
I'll
just
put that one away. That's
blew my fucking
yeah.
mind.
You scanned into the fucking
No,
core.
that was wild.
You're like
Jesus
down in the
Christ.
mines. You did a 3D mapping with LiDAR.
31, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24.
is the 4.
Oh yeah, 28. And then 31
Yeah,
you
so
got, right?
28 is the last.
6 fucking raises. There's no way I can. I was like thinking about what I'm going to say to you right now. There's no way I can fucking get around this. You sense, not you're scanning for metals, but you decide to like expand the kind of you're like, oh, I'll scan for droid related metals, and you're like, oh, maybe I'll push to some other elements that maybe like hardier droids might be made out of and stuff like that. And you widen your scan a little bit to pick up a little bit more, and you pick up undefinable metals.
Oh, nice.
Metals that have not been discovered according to these planetary sensors, which is wild. And a lot of it. There is a metric fuck ton of it in this crater. An absolutely astronomical amount.
Wow.
And this planet is like Jupiter size. It is not a small mining planet.
I'm gonna ping that in a private message to just Liv and Kihrin.
Thank you for
Isaac walks into the piloting area and he's like, right, well, we're getting, and he's like half dressed in a spacesuit. He's like, so we've got some spacesuits out there. I know some of your friends wear some combat armor. You're not going to be able to wear that armor, sadly. There's one suit that actually is outfitted for combat. It looks like a lot of these suits are meant for research. So whoever's donning some spacesuits, we're gonna have to make some sacrifices. But again, there's one suit that's actually quite outfitted for some hairy encounters.
I just had shitty armor, so
I'll take the combat one.
yeah.
All right. The combat suit, we'll have to play this like on the fly a little bit. I'll tell you guys right now. The combat suit gives a +4 to armor, so whatever your armor gives you, take that away and add a 4. And the space suit, whatever your armor gives you, take that away. It's a 1, a +1.
Ooh, man, I might as well stay on the ship. Oh, Jesus
What
Christ,
was that
I got
last part?
nothing.
Sorry, -1 to what?
It only the regular spacesuit gives you a +1. All of the spacesuits have thrusters, which enable you to boost yourself up to a height of 6 paces. So 1 meter per pace, so 6 meters above the ground, if you think about it that way.
So I have a 9 for toughness now.
If that's what it works out to.
No, wait. Sorry.
No.
6 + 1, so I have 7.
7. You have 7.
Yeah. That
And I don't
sucks.
need a spacesuit, right?
No, you do not breathe.
That'd be cool if you did, though. Like if they just made you like fucking lungs for no reason.
Gearz just starts playing a sound file that's
Yeah.
Play human breathing 4.
Just like you to be more
Yeah,
comfortable.
like a little speaker
Yeah.
that's that'd be
He
so
hasn't
gross.
quite got the hang of like talking
So
in
my-
the right rhythm though, so you can hear the breathing just while he's talking full bore.
What was that, Canen?
Oh, my toughness would be 13 with the force field activated.
With the force field, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are just enough spacesuits for every organic person, including the combat spacesuit that Canen has dibbed. And Isaac, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I just want to ask Canen a question. So he gave up his shares of our bounty here, but I feel like I want to shift 1% to him so that he's in it with us. Thick as thieves, right? So I'll take 19 and he takes 1% if he doesn't want any. So that way if we get all busted, he can't turn on us because he's a fucking criminal as well.
If this makes you feel better, sure.
It does. So he gets 1% and I'll take 19. But we have to shake on it and I'll give you my tail.
I'll shake his tail.
Okay. Not so hard.
Sick. Yeah. You guys all make your way to the airlock of the lizard wizard. Gearz, don't worry. The AI will take care of any communication. You guys can actually communicate within a mile. There's one comms pack, or one or two actually comms packs. Two actually, I think I put on the ship, and that gives communication with the ship within 1 mile. So if two of you want to,
I have a comm link as well.
Okay,
like
so
in my
three of you could,
yeah,
if three of you could communicate with the ship, if that's the case. But you guys make your way to the loading bay, and the loading door, the airlock, and the loading door of the lizard wizard slowly opens with a hiss and as it makes contact with the composite landing of the pad of the landing surface. Deep orange-red sand blows, and whistling wind kicks up dirt into the airlock of the Lizwiz. You see the temperature manifest itself as a wavering heat wave as it superheats the surface of the landing area. Stepping out, you kind of look at the research center. It's going to take you probably about 20 minutes to get there by foot, which isn't the worst, but I guess you guys all start to approach the research
Is there a sun or anything in like where we're at, or is it like all darkness? Or
this planet kind of goes off of the heat of the Quasar. So the white hole in the center of the galaxy is what keeps this mining planet in orbit.
So that's what illuminates it?
Yes, yeah. Much like a sun, except terrifying.
Right, but it's like not dark right now. Is what I mean.
No. It's still daylight, you could say.
Okay.
I sent a picture of one to our side questers thing or whatever. They're actually really fucking cool.
Oh, you mean on the Slack channel?
Case areas. Yeah.
I thought for some reason you were sending it to your people.
Quasars. They are cool. Yeah, are you guys heading towards the mining? Not the mining, the research area.
I'm on Isaac's back, but
right. He's like,
right. I forgot I agreed to carry you on my back.
Yeah.
I think Kihrin would go ahead and scout a path.
Okay.
The spacesuit thing, is that like if you go into gear, it's called spacesuit with thruster system?
Yep.
Okay.
No, yours is combat. Yours is space combat suit with thrusters.
Yeah. So that weighs a lot. Holy shit.
Yes, it does. That's a good point that I don't have. I just truly don't want to get caught up in right now.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry too much about the logistics of it, but you guys swap out your combat armor for an actual proper spacesuit, and you know what? Let's negate that weight issue with the atmosphere. It's low gravity. It's a different gravity. I know that makes no fucking sense for a planet this size.
Perfect.
This size.
Yeah, it's all good.
Perhaps that strange metal has a low density.
Yeah, it's lithium metal.
There we go. This is Kurt Cobain's planet.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the lyrics to that fucking song and I couldn't. No Just now I was like, what are the lyrics to Lithium? Google, computer, what are the... yeah, you guys, how about Kihrin, give me a notice check as you kind of scout ahead a little bit.
Okay.
Can I also, like, because I got 50 times zoom on my eyes, so can I, like, you know, essentially just zoom in to, like, the other buildings and kind of check them out long before we get there?
Make a notice check with -4.
I got a 3.
Sweet. Looks like a research center, for sure.
Yeah, it's a 4 and a 6, so we will roll those. So I get, double 3s.
-4 is -1.
So it's -1.
A little bit of sand flies into your cybernetic eye, and you're just like, oh fuck. You're like, oh no, wait, that doesn't make sense. You're in a spacesuit. The reflection of the Caesar is like obscuring your vision. There we go. But you
could
guys
I make a
yes,
what I would like to call a heresy check, but is occult.
Okay, cool. I like that. Yeah, go ahead, make an occult check. Yeah, I like it.
Just look around and see if I notice anything that looks like what we would consider heresy, I guess.
Yeah.
That is a 3.
3. No heresy here,
No
friend.
heresy. All right, everyone, back on the ship.
Everything's above board.
I'm gonna say as we're going along, walking,
yes,
just out of an excess of caution, instead of walking, because I have the same pace, Gearz will be flying just slightly above the ground.
Yeah. You guys have thrusters. You can hover and stuff. Yeah, you guys start to approach the research area. There is no movement from what you can see. You start to approach these like pop-up stations. They're kind of like built on these robotic legs, like kind of like they land on these legs, and then the staircases and everything kind of comes afterwards. And you notice some of the doors of these little research pods are open. Given the low atmosphere of this planet, it seems like an awful waste of localized atmo inside of the buildings, like a waste of resources and energies for sure. And that's when you notice the bodies.
I'd like to
of
take
scientists.
a selfie with the bodies while I'm on the back of Isaac.
You're on the back of you're on the back of Isaac. And Isaac,
Right, are you taking a selfie? Get me in it. Get me in it too.
Yeah.
Tag me. This is us. This is us here. I'm looking. Did you get me? Am I in it? Am I in it?
So I'll show him the photo and see if it's good enough.
Oh, I love that. That's great. Is that a dead person in that photo right there?
he looks over his shoulder. And you see the bodies of scientists are strewn across the ground. Some of them look like they're in research gear. Some of them, they look like they're in low atmos suits, and some of them are only half dressed. But there are a few of them, and most of them are just kind of, like almost like they're collapsed just on the ground, and they're kind of spread out in various places around the research facility.
I'll jump down from Isaac.
Oh, right. Yeah. Probably because of the dead bodies, it's probably not a good idea for me to carry you any longer. Right?
Well, no, I want to go rummage.
Well, that's same difference.
Kihrin would check the bodies for like obvious wounds or anything like that, or like were they shot, were they stabbed, did they just fall over dead?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Let's change. Okay, give me, if you're trying to find out the cause of death, give me healing, I guess, or smarts.
I'd say smarts for me because I'm not really trying to save him.
If you're just trying to figure out the situation, I guess give me a notice check.
It's a D4 for me
That's
anyway.
essentially what I'm doing.
How close are we to the pods?
As close as you want to be, really. You guys would have spotted them from quite a ways away. It's a pretty deserty planet, like pretty flat surface.
Could Gearz roll survival to see if the emergency systems are still in place? Like if there's still the like power and stuff auto-generating?
Oh, cool. Yeah, for sure. Do that.
I got a 4.
A 4 is
I
a
also got a
success.
4.
Okay. Kieran? Amazing.
I also got a 4.
2 4s. Yeah. Amazing. You guys both approach some of the bodies, and as you're kind of looking at some of them, the ones that aren't dressed in full, low atmo suits, you notice like this strange black substance can be seen on all of them, kind of like bleeding out of their eyes and pouring out of their mouths, and some of them have gashes across their bodies where this substance is pouring out of as well.
Can I use my Medi scanner to see what kind of biomatter it is?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, make a. Is that a healing check?
I don't know because it just said like it's a device that's in my gear. I bought it. It's just a Medi scanner.
Yeah, I think that is a healing check. So make another healing check, but add +2 because of the Medi scanner.
I don't have healing.
So that's a straight D4.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Could Canen have a look and see if it looks familiar?
2.
Yeah. Make an occult, I guess. This would probably fall under.
And Justin, did the gashes look like they were made by a weapon, or does it look like they opened up from the inside?
With a 4, it's
hard to tell.
You succeeded to find it. It's it's hard to tell whether it was done or it was a result. You know what I mean?
I rolled a 4. Or I rolled a 2. Well, it was a 2, and then did we always roll a D6 as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the D6 was a 4, and the D4 was a 2.
Okay, so the D6 would have been -2, but +2 because you're Medi scanner. So that would have been a 4 still. Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
so that's a pass. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Remind me to find it. It's an inorganic substance. It's not an organic substance.
Okay. So I'll relay that to the team. I'm picturing like venom, like like that fucking black biomatter shit. That's what I'm picturing.
Symbiotic. The symbiote.
Yeah.
But I called it Jim. It's the Gymbiote.
Jesus Christ. Can I spend a Benny to do another roll or like succeed on that roll? I can't remember how to use Bennies exactly.
Yeah, you can use Bennies for story elements. Yeah, if you want.
So is that like re-roll or is it just like straight up?
Do you want to re-roll
I
a
want to
cult,
succeed.
or do you want to find out pertinent information to this situation? They might have different answers.
Yeah. I'll go with the re-roll occult because I like rolling.
Yeah, re-roll a cult. I will take my Benny.
The exact same result. Amazing.
You can keep going. You can do it again if you want.
I did it again.
Another Benny for me.
5.
What was your first rolls?
It was a 2, and then a 4 and a 1.
Beautiful.
So that was an explosion for the 4.
Oh, okay, cool. But you got a 5 total, yeah?
Yep.
A 5 total, it kind of married with the information you've all gathered already. The fact that Gearz rolled a fucking absurd number on the sensor array. Truly a disgusting number. You easily can kind of put together that it seems like whatever happened here, it's because of this overwhelming inorganic substance that Gearz kind of picked up upon, and you think it might be what is here on these bodies. And judging from the weird dream you had, not even dream, the weird experience, I guess you could call it because you were awake, it feels familiar and different at the same time. It's like it's almost like deja vu. You're like, oh, this happened before, but then you forget that feeling that you had.
I'll keep that to myself.
Okay, Gearz rolled real dog shit on survival. But could they use their sensor suite, their internal one, to sweep for the same weird metal that we found on the ship?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, to like ping it.
Yeah, see if it's like
I gotcha.
right near us or something.
Yeah, while you're doing that, Isaac looks at you all and he's like, "Great. Well, I'm going to go take a look in some of these pods.
That's
Actually,
where
you know
I
what,
was
guys?
heading.
I'm gonna switch maps. What? Break out the map. Break out the map. Activate. Did it work? No, I clicked the wrong thing.
I'll go with Isaac because that's where I was when I jumped down. That's what I was trying to do. It says your token has been destroyed.
Does it? Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot to replace you. 1 second. I had your old token here. It's unpaused. There's no combat, so go wild, guys.
Mine's just a big black screen.
I know.
I'm as wild as it gets right now. There we go.
Kanen's gone. Kanen's fucking gone. Gearz. Yeah, this is kind of what you see. Gearz. This is Gearz view I'm in right now.
Sick.
What was the roll you made?
I got a
Gearz? Sorry.
4 for just like pinpointing. It's only a 500-yard radius around me, but whether there's any of that strange metal.
Yeah, you're standing above one of these bodies and you sense it on this body, on another body, multiple locations in the area.
How come I can't get in the room?
Me neither.
It's locked. Ooh.
I thought you said the doors were open though.
Yeah, some of the doors are open. I didn't say
Oh,
all
I
the
see.
doors were open.
I see. I got you.
You guys find a locked door.
Okay, so
I'm gonna.
Figure
Can I use my
Gearz-
lockpick
Get
tools? Sorry, go ahead.
I have lockpick skills.
Gearz only told
Can I pick
Liv and Kihrin about the weird metal, so Gearz is not going
Right.
to announce that the black sludge is the weird metal. But
Sorry, you're right. I forgot. Okay, Canen, we're gonna have to redact a little bit, but Canen, you still did succeed, so this still does ring a bell with you, based on that weird experience you had. So you don't know that the planet is fucking full of it, based on the sensor array, but it feels familiar, you know.
Okay. Also, I was muted and I said I was going to kick in that door that they wanted to pick lock or lockpick.
It looks like a solid, like 12-inch steel door. So, but go
wait,
wild.
I wanted to say Gearz tells everyone not to touch it.
Oh,
That was
Not to touch the
not
door.
to touch the
or
weird
that
black
stuff.
shit.
I wanted to put something in a container though.
Well, just don't touch it.
Okay.
Figure it away.
Would that be a strength check?
Do whatever you want. Small
Athletics
lizard.
check.
I think that
Well,
would
my-
be a straight strength check
My hands are robotic.
at a -8.
Would that make a difference? Do you think?
I mean, I don't know.
What's
This
that?
is just Gear's opinion.
Say that again.
Well, because I'm like my whole upper torso and arms are like cybernetics, a robot. I would be able to touch that stuff and not have it linked to biomass, right?
I don't know. Who knows?
I kind of want to try it, but I also kind of want to put it in a container.
What'd
So
you roll,
I guess
Canen?
I got a 5, which is
-8.
not. Yeah, which is -3.
It's an incredibly thick steel door, to be honest with you. It's not going to be kicked open. This is a D&D, baby. You can't just kick open doors.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll take out my plasma pistol and shoot the fuck out of the hinges or the doorknob or whatever.
There's no
door.
doorknobs in space.
Fuck this door.
It's a
I'm shooting
sliding
the
door. Okay.
Don't make me take out this chainsword.
Roll the attack, I guess.
Did we find a power source yet, Gearz?
Oh, Gearz, you were looking for power
No,
sources,
Gearz
right?
rolled real
Yeah.
bad on that. Gearz had no idea what was going
What's
on.
going on?
Cool.
Can I do a check for that then? Because I'm gonna try and hack that door.
I
Yeah, I'll
rolled
say
a lot for the plasma pistol.
You did roll a lot. Let me see here. Oh my god, I have to scroll down so far. Not enough. Not enough.
God damn it.
Yeah. You do successfully shoot the door. Isaac's like, that was pretty good. Right. I've seen a lot of people shoot a lot of doors. You did it well. You did it with purpose in your heart. I could feel the passion behind shooting that door. I truly believed in it. I was with you. It was an experience. I'll never forget it. I'm going to write in my memoir.
Canen just stares at him blankly and walks back outside.
Day 39. Witnessed a member of the Sun's Unity shoot the door. Pretty good. Pretty good day.
What are these barrels here behind me?
Great question. I need to find you on the map. Where are you? I shouldn't have let you guys go wild.
I'm in the first pod on the right.
If you want to make like a common knowledge check, you can try to find out.
Yeah. Okay.
Gearz, is there anywhere you want to go? I know you're an observer right now.
No, Gearz is just checking out what everyone else is doing, staying in a fairly central location to the rest of them.
Oh shit. Well,
okay.
That one's gone.
Isaac is gonna go on a journey.
My D6 was a 4, and that was the highest one. So I would say it's a 4.
It was a 4?
Yeah.
They look like atmosphere, like an oxygen hybrid. So like oxygen, nitrogen.
So I'll yell for the big golden nugget to come back in for a sec.
I am very far away right now.
Okay.
You guys have comms devices in your...
Oh.
I need somebody that is taller than 3 feet and has a little bit of strength to come in here.
Where are you exactly?
The first pod, yeah.
God damn these walls and their collisions.
God damn these colliding walls. Do it to me every time.
No, the redheads.
So I want to stack as many of those containers as I can towards that door.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will assist you in this endeavor.
Okay.
You guys move a ton of containers against the wall for sure.
Okay. So then I want to blow it up, but we can't be in here. So because it's like an oxygen type thing, so hopefully that'll bust the door open.
I see what you're doing. Yeah. Isaac walks out of one of the buildings. He's like,
right, I managed to get in through one of these doors, but it seemed like a lot of, I didn't see a lot of terminals, and also they were all dead. So that's, I mean, there were people that were dead, but also the terminals were dead. I'm more concerned about the terminals at this point. It seems like everyone here is dead. I can't really gain access to what they know through that. Unfortunate.
I'll toss one of my thermal grenades in it, and I will run.
Okay, all right. What's the 3D? It's like 3D, what? 3D10 or something like that.
3D10, yeah.
Nice. Roll 3D10.
So it's saying 42.
Oh my god! In my mind, I was like, "Yeah, you need like at least like 24." But yeah, sure, 42 fucking does it. You like run out of the building. That entire area fucking detonates as all those canisters. I'm gonna roll. It's gonna be way more than 42. It's gonna be double 42, basically. That door unlocks,
like
and I have most of the next room is also destroyed. The building on the left looks a lot like a lot of operating rooms. There's a lot of like places for patients to lay down. There's a lot of what looks like medical supplies were once held and stuff like that. As you walk through the building on the right, again, there's dead bodies almost everywhere as you kind of go through here. the building on the right, you walk through like a cafeteria section, like a nice little eatery with a table and a break room. And then beyond the break room, it kind of looks like a massive research center. There's a giant tube, like what's the word I'm looking for? Not container. Something to hold a... Yeah, like a glass cylinder meant to hold something.
Cistern?
But
that's like
it's
for
open.
fluids and stuff.
Yeah, and it's open, and there's all this like black liquid kind of like around, on the floor around it. All the computers are shut down. It doesn't seem like they have any power. And Isaac's been kind of walking around like, right, well, there's some more research centers up the road, and the giant fuck off crater in the middle of it.
In those rooms that like I blew up or whatever, and we could walk through, can I look for like a sealable kind of biohazard container? Because I want to put some of that stuff in it.
Okay, yeah. Make there is no investigation. I guess notice. Notice is the one that makes the most sense. Or science.
So it's a 4 and a 2 for notice.
4 and a 2. A 4 is a success. That's cool. Yeah, you find a bio waste, a little bio waste container.
Okay. And that black stuff is nearby? Yes, no?
Yeah, there's a ton of it on the floor there. Gearz, I kind of changed my zoom if that helps you at all. I don't know.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna scoop, just like lightly scoop some in the container without touching it, and then seal the container.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, easily enough to do so.
Can I have a look around for like any papers or anything? I know that paper's probably, barbaric at this point in time, but I feel like people like writing on things. Maybe there's some paper around here.
Yeah, do the same, I guess. I wish it was something better than notice, but I guess it would be notice. I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess so.
So I'll let Gearz know that I did that.
Okay. I'll just say Gearz isn't really doing anything, but especially once Liv blew something up, he'll just be tailing Liv.
Okay. Where is Liv? Liv is up here somewhere. Gearz like follows along with Liv up here somewhere. There are all kinds of like little lights. There's an actual road, like a properly cut little dirt road that treks on further, and it's got like little beacon lights alongside to kind of illuminate when if and when the sun goes down. The sun hasn't, the Caesar has not moved. It seems, it almost looks like it's not going to move for quite a while. Isaac's been kind of walking around. He's like,
right, I've spotted a couple of terminals, but we need some way to power them. Almost looks like all the power's been cut. Or turned off at least.
Do we see the main panel? Do we know where that is?
Well, I don't know where that is.
Well, how do you know it's cut? Here.
Nothing's working. What else explains something not working and power being cut, right?
The switch being off?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So someone flipped a switch somewhere, and it's not working.
Use your words. Use your words, yeah. Isaac.
We're on the same page. We're saying the same thing. Yes.
We're flipping the same switch, are we?
No. No switch has been flipped. That's what I'm saying.
I'll give him a thumbs up.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means in cat language, but I'm going to take that as a good sign.
I would like to look for a power, like a main power unit.
Yeah. Make a notice check. Did I ignore anyone's notice checks?
I don't know.
Make me aware if I did.
I got a 3 for my notice check for documents, which is
I got a 5.
With a 3, you find most of these scientists have prism devices, but they're biometric sealed to the person. You know what I mean?
I got
Yeah.
a 5 on that.
A 5 is a success. Yeah, you find like a little generator out back that has in fact been turned off.
Can I would like to flip it on.
Yeah, for sure. Easily done. There actually is like a pretty, it's all labeled nicely. And you flick on the switches and you hear as everything begins to power on. As you power on everything, Canen, you notice on one of the chairs in the area you're in like the mess, like the cafeteria, there was just like an android that had been kind of sitting down there and just powered down as well, and a dead body kind of splayed over the table, black ooze kind of all over the area. And as you hear like you kind of like look around as the power comes on and little pot lights turn on in the research facilities, and you start to see like in the distance through the next room like computers actually start to boot up and stuff like that, and you hear like a behind you, and you turn back around, and one of the android worker bots that had been in this area, you watch, it's got this blue bar for like a scanner window on its face, and it kind of like starts glowing a nice faint blue color, and it looks up in your direction, and the blue fades as it turns into like this deep red, and then the red seems to have these particles actually physically flying off of it, and you see the black ooze on the table absorb into the body of the person splayed out about, and the head goes and looks up at you and starts to get up, and that's where we're going to end our session of The Lost Frontier.
What the fuck?
Dun dun dun. Thank you
Just
all
when heresy was
for
finally found.
watching, right? Thank you everyone for watching. If you want to see more of this, hit us up on patreon.com/nofamepod, or we're on Twitch, Instagram, the YouTubes at nofamepod. Tell your friends, tell your dogs, tell your black oozes that were out there, and tell everyone you love. Why not? Go wild. Thank you all for listening so much. Does anyone have anything they wish to plug?
Yeah, I mean, just the usual, my 902 lit clothing, the buddies of mine. So it's 902_lit_clothing on all socials. And yeah, that's it. They can send you pretty nice duds, decent size packages of clothes. That's
Anything
about it.
else? Anyone else? Nothing from no one. Well, everyone, you know what we say here at the No Fame Pod. Good packages come in.
Small
packages. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
I think we need a new sign now.
Thank you all so much for listening. The No Fame Podcast Lost Frontier is Justin Crane as Space Dungeon Master, Josh Fritz as Kihrin, Justin Gaudreault as Liv, Patrick O'Reilly as Canen, and Sinéad Marguerite as Gearz. Be sure to check out nofame.ca for links to all of our content, including our YouTube and podcast links. If you like what you hear and want to support the show, be sure to check out patreon.com/nofamepod. Thanks again, and we will catch you later on.
I kind of want to bite someone.
Obviously, Isaac.
I kind of want to see you bite someone.
Well, no, but I mean, it's like I get a melee that's D6 plus D6
Oh.
when I bite somebody. Yeah.